Natasha Cloud, Ali Malat, rookies here with the Washington Mystics. Let's start with draft night. It's obviously a very stressful time for both of you. What was your draft night experience like? We'll start with Ali.
I wanted to keep it kind of like chill, so I just went home. Since I live like a half hour away from school, I just went home and watched it with my parents and brother in the family room, just on TV. I didn't really know what to expect because I'd only talked to like a few coaches, so I had no idea like where I would get drafted. So
I'm only a half an hour from school as well, so did the normal, go to class, and then came home, and I had my family and team over. So it was definitely a good feeling to have everyone surrounding me, but it was a nerve-wracking night.
What is it like when you get the phone call? That moment that coach calls and says, "We would like you to be a part of the Washington Mystics organization."
I actually didn't get a call before my name popped up on TV, which I thought that's what was going to happen. Just like I didn't know a ton about it, but he didn't call me before, and so like as the 8th pick or whatever was like counting down, I was like, oh well, I guess I'm not gonna go here.
So what is the immediate reaction like then? It was such a shock that you did go at 8 because he hadn't called you at that point. Were you jumping around? Were you pretty calm and collected? Just a relief feeling?
I think it was like relief because I knew this would be a place that I'd love to play for.
Natasha picked in the 2nd round, but a similar circumstance where you're not really sure where you're going to go in the draft despite talking to coaches beforehand. What is that moment like when you finally hear that you've been drafted in the WNBA?
I kind of sat back and just embraced it. Meanwhile, my family and my team were all screaming and yelling. And you know, it was good for my family to be there. I mean, my parents were crying, of course. From the time you're a kid, this is what you're working for. So, you know, the first step was, you know, going to college and playing in college at that level. And, you know, for us as kids, I mean, this elite level is our next step. So it's like a dream come true.
What was that first preseason game like when you take the court and you figure out, wow, I really am here in a WNBA jersey playing professional basketball?
It was definitely nerve-wracking. Like, I won't hide it or anything. I was very nervous, very amped, but once you got going and, you know, the veterans that surround us, the older people that surround us kind of calm you down and set you up in good positions to kind of get you going, then you kind of ease into it. And, you know, we've been playing all our life, so it's just playing the game.
Yeah, you just have to play basketball, but to a certain extent, there's also things you have to pick up on and kind of make reads. And so I think the veterans are doing a really, really good job of, you know, kind of helping us through and talking to us on the court, off the court about what we need to do better and what we have done well. So
we came in and we were accepted right away, and they included us in everything right away. We haven't found our rookie duties yet. Yeah, they've been
a little nervous about that?
No. I'm gonna say yes on camera. Yes, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. But no, we have a great team.
Has Coach T kind of talked to you about what you would bring to the table in this rotation as far as what you're going to do?
Obviously stretching the defense out to the three-point line. I'm still working a lot on my post-game back-to-the-basket stuff. That's where I'm probably least comfortable at. But the coaches are working really hard with me. I'm
a bigger guard, so I'm able to be more versatile. Really just creating for myself, creating for others, and one thing that I have to work on personally is my three-point shot. I think we both bring strengths to the table, and I think we fit into what they're trying to do really well.
All right, so let's take it back to college real quick. I know that Tosh isn't stoked about talking about this topic as much, but actually the final game at St. Joe's came against Allie's Dayton team. You were competing on the court, now you're teammates. What is that like? I mean, this was a few months ago that you were playing against each other. Now you're on the same team. What is that like for you all?
It's a lot better than playing against her. I mean, she was obviously their best player. I remember like our scouting reports were just like, if you can stop like Cloud, you can stop their team. She makes them go. And so, I mean, I think people were afraid that we hated each other before like we got here, and like it wasn't like each other. Yeah, our teams actually liked each other.
I wore my ring and she got mad. And I'm like, you can't. You actually went to like the Elite 8 this year. You can't be mad.
What do you bring to the table as far as your attributes? You bring relentless to the Mystics.
You have to do the things in practice and your workouts the same way as you would do them in the game, or they're not going to come easy in the game. And so I think you just have to just work hard and have like a kind of grit and a toughness about you in every possession, and good things will come your way.
I think St. Joe's really molded me into a scrappy, gritty player, and I think those two words go with relentless extremely well. So I would think that, you know, the way that a little mid-major school from Philly playing all these big-name schools, you know, plays against and we're able to beat them, I think that will help me carry over. It's what they taught us, to be gritty and to be relentless all the time, you know. Benefit of the doubt isn't always going to be with you, so your hard work and dedication to it will prevail.
This has been a production of Monumental Network, your monumental source for sports and entertainment.